Watch this. God bless. This is how they treat a writer. This is song number 80, Attenta on this street, and watch their response. I've sat on this street for more than 5,000 hours, written 80 songs, and no matter what I say, and no matter what I play, 99% of the adult society are going to walk past with zero compassion, zero empathy, zero offer of a piece of bread, zero offer of 5 single cents. No matter what I say, and no matter what I play. I say what I say for the sake of every single writer, artist, poet, musician, and every single homeless brother and sister I've met in my 12-and-a-half-year journey, 14 with volunteer work, that what's happened to the adult society is an absolute disaster. No matter what I say, no matter what Tony the Maestro, a guitarist of 51 years, plays while he sits next to me, 99% of the moving adults will walk past music and art with ultimately zero awareness that it's even taking place and zero compassion or empathy whatsoever. I share this to help you, more of you, realise what they've become. The children are okay. The teenagers know all about the zombie apocalypse too. So this is song number 80 in the city of ghosts, in the calmest possible way, where 99% of the adult society move through life like this. They fiercely refuse to refuse and reject anything to do with the truth, anything to do with music, and anything to do with art from the distance I am away now from my own screen, which I'm using wisely. All this waiting seems to take an age. Have you been trapped too long inside a little cage? Have you fallen past recovery? Have you lost reality? Perhaps we'll meet once you learn to see. Contemplating turning the page. Are you an actor or a dancer on this tiny stage? Have you heard a calling? Have your engines been stopped? I'll meet you there once you learn to sing. Falling, only falling, falling, only falling, falling, only falling, calling. Have you heard her calling? All this time you've been out of reach. There's always some more children to teach. Avoid their ways that brought us to this place. So you're the best part of this human race. So you're the best part of this human race. Falling, only falling, falling, only falling, falling, only falling, calling. Have you heard her calling? All this waiting seems to take an age. Are you an actor or a dancer on this tiny stage? Have you passed the point of recovery? Have you lost reality? Perhaps we'll meet once you learn to sing. Falling, only falling, falling, only falling, falling, God bless. As you can clearly see, the Moving Adult Society would not stop for 5 seconds or 5 cents if I paid them to. That's song number 80, as I said at the start of the video, on this street. And they just keep walking in their emotionless void. I'm saying this in the calmest possible way, so don't leave me any shitty comments. I'm standing with the children of reality and the creatures of reality with God and everything in reality. And the vast majority of moving adults ultimately cannot see and choose not to see, hear or feel any type of music or art whatsoever from the distance from myself, let's just say to a distance of the selfie stick. And that's what they become. That is the truth. I could play some more songs. That's my latest song. The 80th song I've written on this street while they just keep walking. I can share some positives too. I know lots of great people in Agrigento, and the rest of them, they're dead. In the nicest possible way of saying it, they are. They move through the city, they see the statues, they do the sign of the cross, and right next to them is a musician, writer, artist, poet that they refuse and cannot and choose not to see. But yet somehow they claim to be believers. What exactly is that? What kind of belief is that? Well, I've watched it very closely, and it just ultimately isn't. And then the children come along. Ciao, bambinis. Ciao, ciao. Ciao, ciao, bambinis. Ciao. Fate attenzione, bambini. Vortice. Ciao, ciao, bambini. Vortice. Be careful. I let all the children know about the adults' insanity, and the adults are so insane, Folio dell'Aranti in Italiano, they don't even recognise I'm doing it. And I've been doing that for years too, letting the children know about the adults without their own parents even choosing to realise I'm doing it. And the reason for it is this: they are ultimately stuck just in one single place, inside this. If they're not in this, they're checking their own mirror reflections directly next to the writers, artists, poets, musicians and homeless brothers and sisters too. And that's what they become. Absolutely empty of human emotion. In Italiano, one of my friends has come now. In Italiano, una seconda Mario. In Italiano, vuoto assoluto, vuoto senza anima, senza Dio, soulless and godless, and hypocrisy too. Don't complain about what I'm saying in the video and say, oh, you're so angry or any of this kind of shit. I'm just sharing the truth of exactly what I see as a writer of 25 years and a writer of 80 songs in the street. And I'm talking about all of the artists I've sat next to, which is many, including Mario, who's just arrived right now. And they just continue in an emotionless void with ultimately zero compassion, zero empathy, zero care, zero ability to hear, feel and see. If they do have the ability to hear, feel and see, they choose not to instead. And it's been like this for absolutely years. I sit here close to Andrea Camilleri, the writer. He died, and that's his tribute. When I sat next to him, it's kind of even more than insanity than this position. They can see the statue, but they can't see, hear or feel the living writer, artist, poet, harp player right next to the statue. And it's not about the statue at all. It's about, I think I'll update myself. I think I'll update myself. They put umbrellas in the streets, and that's what they do. I think I'll update myself. I'll just update myself again. I'll just update myself again, and then I think I'll just update myself again. And while they're in their world of just updating themselves, they fiercely refuse and reject any type of music, art whatsoever, and any single subject to do with the truth. I give an example. I've been not only sharing the truth in English and Italian, I've been sharing the truth for the greatest artists of all time. How many moving adults can hear, feel or see anything at all? And how many moving adults for many years have any empathy or compassion whatsoever? Well, I've watched society for 12 years, and the answer is not that many adult society have any human abilities whatsoever. Compassion, zero. Empathy, zero. Eyes, zero. Ears, zero. Hearts, zero. And that is the absolute truth of what I see every single day for thousands of days. Some of them will never recover. Some here have recovered from all the work I've been doing to try and help them to recover. The emotionless, stone-cold adult society who used to blame the teenagers for the zombie apocalypse. It's not the teenagers. I know all the teenagers here and the children too. They know all about it. It's the adults. Sometimes I watch old guys, 70, and old ladies, 70, walking past, just stuck inside here. They're absolutely insane. And they're so insane, they fiercely refuse to accept their own insanity. God bless.